Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel with my husband.
Hello.
For the topic today is before that continue the what the topic today is, have people comment why you always guess my YouTube channel. That is your channel and my channel.
Oh, why am I always on your channel?
Yeah, yes.
Primarily for English. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she knows what she wants to say, but she has a hard time pronouncing words
Yeah.
or coming up with the right word,
Yes.
or her English is basic, not sophisticated.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like the helper here.
Yes. Thank you so much. No.
I'm the yaya of the May show.
Nani, no. I love so much Daddy Paul. Daddy Paul always help me for my channel because my pronunciation is too hard. Sometimes my mouth is stuck up like a
Yep.
Chinese.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm
I
really,
get it. They
yeah.
get it. It's all good.
Yes.
You know, you didn't speak hardly any English before, and you speak a lot of English now.
Yeah, thank you so
And you
much.
come up with some words that are,
Yes.
every year it gets better and better and better.
Yeah, thank you so
Actually,
much.
I'm the visitor in the country, so I should speak Visayan, all things being equal. So I don't think anybody's going to knock you for not knowing English. You weren't, you didn't have the ability to go to school like a lot of people. You
Yes.
were put to work at an early age and shipped
Yes.
off to Manila and all that kind of stuff. And you supported your family. You supported two people to go to college.
Yes.
While you didn't go to college, you worked.
Yep.
So there's much more honor in that
Yep.
than just being able to, sit in front of a camera and talk.
Yes.
If you were to do a show for Filipinos, you wouldn't need me at all. You
Yeah.
would just sit here and talk,
Yes.
have a Filipino channel, and
Yeah.
that would be that.
Yes.
So, put it on the flip side, right?
Yeah, because before, my God, once a day, I only eat once a day. Yeah, only sometime banana, sometime rice. So hard before. Yes, living the mountains.
You
Super
know what
hard.
I would like to talk about today? It just came to me. I know you wanted to talk about expats being broke and stuff like that.
Yes.
And that's all good, well and good. We could talk about that,
Yeah.
but maybe on another video. I wanted to talk about your brother and your brothers
Yeah,
and
my
how
youngest brother.
different they are,
Yes.
and how proud I am of your youngest brother.
Yes.
And he started off. He was actually on my channel,
Yeah.
and I used a line from the Beatles song, "I Am the Eggman," and that was a couple of years ago, I think. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
2 years
Was it
ago.
2 years ago?
Yes.
2 years ago, her youngest brother, I gave him a Kimco. I gave him the Kimco. I
Yes.
gave him the scooter
Yes.
when I bought my new scooter. And he used it. And I'm not saying that getting the scooter is the reason, but I think it helped facilitate his current success today. I'd like to bring everybody up to speed on what happened with him. What's his name?
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Joffrey got a line on buying some eggs
Yes.
at a wholesaler. And he would take that scooter that I gave him,
Yeah.
excuse me, and he was, well, we'll back up a little bit. He was working in a food court,
Yeah. Podcast.
making 300 pesos a day, working for somebody else all the time.
Yeah.
And you told me that he had what we call an epiphany. It was a thought that he said he was really thinking about his future. And he's really
Yeah.
thinking about his life and where it was going. And he came to the conclusion by observing people that working for someone's never going to get him rich.
Yeah.
Never
that's
going to
true.
make him, well, I don't mean rich, but I mean a decent income. Okay. He doesn't want to be the next billionaire, but he wants to make a decent, better than average income. And he decided on his own that being self employed, being
Yes.
your own boss, was the key. And so the funny story is about the other brother. But he started to buy these eggs on a wholesale basis and strap them to the motorcycle.
Yeah.
And he would drive up and down our street and other streets, and he would sell them for a profit. He would sell them by, 24 eggs, I think.
Yeah.
Came in a, what do you call that?
Every the small stores he's delivered.
and to small stores he would
Yeah,
deliver, like the
yeah,
sorry stores.
yeah, yes.
All right, so he took eggs and bought them for 10 and sold them for 15 or whatever the number was, but he marked them up to a degree to where he was making a profit. And on top of that, he was working the regular job.
Yes.
So his kid was not lazy at all. And he had drive and he had ambition and he had a work ethic that is so admirable. Um, and so we fast forward to today,
Yes.
and he has got a multi-cab.
Yeah,
He's gone
multi-cab.
from the scooter to what's
Yes.
called a multi-cab. It's kind of like a truck, van kind of deal. He's got great big pallets of eggs that he goes and picks up,
Yes.
and he drives to these gatherings, I guess you'd call them, or these events. We saw him Wednesday. Today is Saturday.
Yes.
And he was out where they sell, because we were looking at goats of all things. That's another story. Anyway, he has a stand there because there's a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
Valencia Plaza, where we live above that. They have a Sunday market.
Yeah. My brother, he go to.
He goes there.
Yeah, he goes
And
there.
he doesn't rent a stall or anything. He just opens up the back of his truck on the street. So he doesn't pay any rent. He's got a vendor's permit, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Or peddler's permit. It's 100 pesos or something like that. So no overhead. And so that's the key, I guess, to profit is keep your overhead down and just sell your product for as much as you can. And so that's what he does. But he's starting to sell this in quantity now.
Yeah.
People are coming to him. And the reason they're coming to him is because he's, over the years, he's learned the tricks of the trade of how to get the freshest eggs, the best eggs.
Yeah.
So his eggs are known to be nicer than the guy over there.
Yeah.
Especially among the local community, right?
Yes.
The Filipinos.
Yeah, yeah.
Me, I wouldn't know an egg from one from another. But they know, and they know that his eggs are fresher and they're better
fresh
and they're
egg.
bigger and all that kind of stuff. And he also sells what's called native eggs. Those are purple.
Yeah.
And I was asking him about those. And so he made 100,000 pesos.
It's depend for a lot of customer.
Right.
Yeah.
But his high
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is 100,000 pesos. Let me put that in perspective. There are guys living out here that wish they had 100,000 pesos. These are foreigners, and that's a little under that's about $1,800 a month. But most of us foreigners, the only thing we have to do to get our 100,000 pesos or whatever the number is wake up, because our check comes from our pensions, our Social Security,
Yeah.
our investments, whatever. We don't have to work for it. We already worked for
Yeah,
it.
retired.
We put 30 or 40 years
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
and now we're reaping what
Yes.
those benefits might be today.
Yes.
He, however, is in his 20s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
27.
Does he have kids?
Yeah, one only.
One
daughter.
kid, one daughter.
Yes.
That's right. And then
But before, he's very tiny. Remember?
I do. That
He's
was
sweeper.
funny. It was
Cleaning.
funny because he used to come here before he did that.
For extra work.
I always hired her family when we needed work done in the yard. And it was my way of giving to the family, but without giving to the family, if that makes any sense. In other words, you want money? Great. I'll give you a job. Do a job. Have some respect.
Yeah.
Instead of me just giving you 5,000 pesos or an allowance or a salary for no reason, other than being related to her.
Yeah.
I've never gotten to that idea. So he would come up and he would work.
Yeah.
And he would cut the grass, or he would dig a hole, or he would
Yes.
fix the bed, or whatever he did. And we would pay him for it. And we always overpay her family, which I'm happy to do. We pay
Yeah.
pretty much double of what it would normally cost to get something done. But that's our way of kind of giving to the family, yet allowing them to feel respect that they
Yeah.
earned it, you
Yes,
know,
yeah.
and it's not a handout. All right. So he was super skinny. And I used to tell my wife, I used to tell you, I go,
Yeah.
hey, I want his body, because he was like twig thin. And
Very slim.
so slim. And then, he's been knocking down some money. And we saw him at this farmer's market, for lack of a better phrase, where they sell goats and pigs and food and eggs and, vegetables and all that. And he's freaking fat.
Triple.
He's triple the size.
Very big.
And I go,
Very fat.
actually, I didn't recognize him because I hadn't seen him in a while. And I was like, wow. She goes, see how fat my brother is? I go, yeah. And she goes, yeah, you're making money eating now. She's talking about back in the day when she didn't eat but one meal a day, and it would be this and that, some bananas or whatnot.
Yes.
That's how they were all raised.
Yeah.
And they're all at different levels.
Yes.
Now, your brother went to work for him, right?
Yeah.
And what did he do? Now, your brother is the opposite of Joffrey. Okay?
The young-
he was here yesterday.
The very youngest brother.
He was here yesterday cutting the grass.
Yesterday,
Right?
that is eldest brother.
Oh, that's the eldest?
Yes.
Okay.
The other one is very youngest.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I got a flip flop.
Yes.
Eldest and youngest. All right, but he was working for your brother,
Yeah, Joffrey.
Joffrey. Okay, so what did he do?
He's going open the store is late,
Yeah.
and then plus sometimes he's stealing the money.
Yeah. So there you go. So he tried to do the righteous thing. He tried to hire his own family, give him a leg up, because he doesn't make any money. He's very lazy, right?
Very lazy.
Yeah, what's his name?
Jerry.
Jerry. That's right. I get Joffrey and Jerry mixed up. All right. So you got Jerry, who likes to drink and
Smoking.
gamble, smoke, and sleep, and pretty much,
Going disco.
go disco. So he's one of these guys that's a weekend millionaire. You put 500 pesos in his hand. He can't spend it fast enough on himself having a good time. And so Joffrey hired him. And,
For helping.
and he said, hey, where's my money?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he says, I don't have it. He just stole it. He just flat out stole it. And so he gave him a second chance.
Yeah.
He says, all right, listen, man, that's not cool. That's not the way this worked.
Yeah.
I guess he got the money back from him somehow or another. And he says, okay, you go open the store. Because he has a brick and mortar place somewhere.
Yes.
Small store, tiny little store, where he's got all the eggs. And
Yeah.
then he picks them up and goes from there. But they
Yes.
also retail out of it.
Yeah.
So he's got like a wholesale retail setup.
Yes.
And so his brother, he went and did he spy on him or something?
Yes.
So what did he do? Send a spy over there?
Yeah. My youngest brother is Jerry. Has opened the store, and then after that he's sitting in the chair, and then they have customer, and then my Joffrey said, sir, can you tell to the guy, sir, I need buy to the egg, but my brother is not answer, and then he's opened the sunglasses. My youngest brother is sleeping.
So what her brother did was he saw the store was open.
Yeah.
It was open.
Yeah.
And so he asked the guy, because he saw his brother just sitting in a chair, not moving. And he asked the guy, he goes, hey, do me a favor. Go over there and instead of him doing it, ask him if he can buy some eggs. And no answer.
Answer.
And so he went back over, he lifted his sunglasses up. He's sound asleep. So he showed up for work and then just fell asleep. So that's the tale of two brothers,
Yeah.
You got the good egg and the bad egg. Speaking of
Yes.
eggs, I think that's a good analogy here.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very proud of Joffrey.
Because,
He's working so hard. And
Just
putting
wake
his-
up 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock in the morning. And he no longer works at Lee Plaza. He no longer works that job,
Yeah.
at JOB. He's busy buying eggs. And he drives all the way out to, where is it, Tanhai?
Tanhai, any place.
Any place that's got
And-
an event
yeah.
and groups of people. He shows up.
Yep.
And there he is. And he moves those eggs. And he gave us a pallet. of
Yeah,
eggs.
he
gave
gave
me a
to-
free one. I
Yeah.
got a freebie out of it. I guess that's in exchange for the motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm thinking, oh, Paul, he very nice. He give me the motorbike. So now I will back for give the
Yeah.
egg. Yeah.
Yeah, so the
yeah.
moral of this story, we'll end it here, is, if you, no matter the circumstances that someone's born under, is you can make it in life if you
Yeah.
put your mind to it,
Yes.
and you have a little extra upstairs, and it really is an interesting contradiction
Yep.
between the two guys. How one is just into pleasing himself and feeling good and getting drunk, having a smoke, relaxing,
No future.
no future, no ambition, no drive. And that's on him. And here's his brother setting this example. And the other brother, he could follow that example, but chooses not to.
Yeah.
So,
But Joffrey, he have own land now. He's a
and he
land.
bought land.
Yeah.
And he's
From
moving
the egg.
from the eggs. So he's moving forward. He bought himself a little piece of the earth. He's going to probably build himself a house there, I
Yeah, that
imagine,
is dream.
someday. That's
He
his
buy a
dream.
land first. Second is he want to build the house.
And he
Yeah.
will. Watch
Yes,
it. Watch.
yes.
He's going to build probably a native style house, and that's fine. But he's making something for his wife, something for his son, and she's a lucky woman to have him
Yeah,
because he is a hardworking guy.
yeah.
So that's kind of the tale of two brothers here on the Baby May Show.
Yes. Oh, speaking that, I would like you share the halfway cafe. It's very nice food there. Remember?
Yeah.
And did I order that?
No, we went out Wednesday because I've been sick, and then I had death in the family, and so I was kind of crapped out about that. And I said, I've got to get out of the house, and it's been laying here for 4 days.
Yeah.
So we went up to our property, and no, we didn't. We went up to the market in Saw Jerry.
Yeah.
We didn't go to our property. We went to go look at goats because we're thinking about putting goats on our property to keep the grass under control. Anyway, we go to the Halfway Cafe, which is up in Darwin. It's a real nice place.
Yeah, it's foreigner restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And May's got it posted on her Facebook, me making fun of her.
Yes.
Because for some reason, May's brain wasn't engaging that day. And she asked the girl 4 times, what kind of ice cream do you have? Because she wasn't hungry. Because on our way to lunch, you had bought a snack at the friggin' marketplace.
Yeah.
And I said, let's go to lunch. You said, okay. And I looked over at the car, she's sitting there eating. I said, that's a good idea. Have some food before we go to lunch. So, perfect. I'll just eat alone. So she ordered ice cream. And she asked the lady, what kind of ice cream do you have? And she said, chocolate and vanilla. And it took 4 attempts for May to understand that she had chocolate and vanilla. And then she taped me making fun of her. And it's on her Facebook page if you want to check that out. So you can put a link to that in this video.
Yeah, it's very funny because I think 3 times I asked to the lady.
4.
4? Can you give the
I told May that we need to
I'm
take
so
her to
lucky.
the brain doctor and have her brain rinsed out. Because it just wasn't one of those days where it wasn't working.
Can you copy the default?
No,
I'm like,
I'm not going to do it again. I've done it once. I'm not going to do it again.
I'm very laughing that. Yeah,
But that's the thing about little May is if I break her balls, if I make fun of her, she's very fast to laugh at herself because she just thinks it's funny.
but the
And,
lady is very serious.
yeah, the lady was really serious, and then she finally got the joke. But I don't know. It's a customer,
Yeah.
relationship she was having with us.
Yeah.
All right,
So that's it, guys. My video today for about my brother and
yeah, and about success in
Yes,
the little Espargaro
yeah.
family there.
yes.
Yeah. So
Wow, you know how to pronounce my family name?
yeah, better than you pronounce mine.
MacGill.
No, that's wrong. It's not MacGill, it's McGill.
Can you pronounce my family name?
Espargaro.
Wow, I'm very proud of you today, Paul.
Ta-da.
MacGill.
Close enough. Say goodbye, Gracie. Say goodnight. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.